So all of this made me realize, first of all, I had to distance myself once more from these people because I was losing myself, and that's important. I remembered just in time who I was and I left. And I remembered what I need to do and what I want to do. Because what I actually want to do deep down is what I need to do. But often we are so confused by what other people do that we feel like we want to do what they do because we lack love. And that's, for example, we are being born into these bodies. And we are being told to call the mother that gave birth to us mother, and the man that helped in creating us the father. And then we think we ought to get from mother and father, everything that we need. And that's already where the lie starts. Because I believe now, I should have never called my mother my mother. And I should never have called my father my father. Simply because a father should provide you with what you need. And the same for the mother. So maybe you can call them the worldly parents or something. But I believe that, if you would turn to God for all your needs, He would provide them. If you would turn to God for love and see Him as like your father, He gives you everything you need. But we look for, that human father, and we get angry at Him because He cannot love us the way we want to be loved, because He doesn't love Himself enough. If you don't love yourself enough, you cannot love others. And that's the problem. Like, if I don't love myself enough, I'm going to get angry at all kinds of people. Because I always expect them to give me love. While it is, I first have to look inside of here. And then find that love that I'm missing. And for that I can turn towards, God as a father, but not in the sense that the church talks about Him or other people talk about Him, that in the sense that I feel about Him. So maybe I'm angry at that father too. So I have to work on that. Why do I hate God so much? And what do I actually think God is? Right? Because God is not a person. If you turn to more like spirituality, then God is everything. That means that this blanket even, is God. Everything that I see and perceive is God. I am God. I have God within me. I am a part of God. My parents are a part of God. So we are all a part of God. Everything. The entire universe, if that exists. That whole planet. Whatever a planet is, but we're being told it's round. I don't think so. It's according to who, right? To science. And science continuously disproves everything that they say. Now even the Big Bang Theory, they seem to remember that it was just a theory, but everybody thought it was truth, right? And they talk about evolutionary theory, and then they say that's truth. It's just a theory, one way of seeing it. I don't see it that way. And then you have people like Einstein, and they say he's a genius. I think he's an idiot. Because what do people like mathematicians do? They're trying to find like really good ways to express things that are already obvious. So they're working their whole lives to find one equation that will set them apart from everybody else, because they think if they just manage that, then, everybody will say they're really smart. And that's just ego, isn't it? Like if I have to prove that I'm special, and I'm already lost. And that's why then people like Einstein contribute to producing weapons of mass murder, because they're actually as ignorant as you can be. Because science is just another system of belief. It is not truth. And this is why a vaccination can never be a valid cure against what we believe to be a virus or a disease. And yes, that is an opinion that I am allowed to have. And if that is the way to use YouTube, then I believe I must use it like this. Because I can say that it is my opinion, can I not? Of course I'm not going to stretch that, like, that you have to wait for my upcoming episodes sometime in the next weeks.